Hey, good day, good energy, and much love, much peace to everybody. So, in this video, I just want to propose the idea, of what it, you know, just to me, it doesn't feel like it's that far away for us to start to develop ideas and ways of doing things and communicating with each other. And then from that standpoint, we can start to, think about some mutual goals that we all have, and then from there, you can start to look around your environment to see ways of gaining resources and acquiring funds, and then you all talk amongst each other and you start to put your funds into a collective pool. You get yourself a little piggy bank for everybody, and you all start putting together to save up for some land. If you get 10 people together or 5 people together, any number of people together, and you guys are all committed and working simple jobs, even working McDonald's, for instance. It wouldn't. I don't think it's that hard to save a couple $100s a month. And if you got a team of five, a team of 10, a team of 20 people, that couple $100s a month adds up really quick. And within a few months, my goal is by the end of summer, essentially, the beginning of fall area, to have acquired enough funds to be able to purchase, to at least to be able to maybe not fully purchase, but give enough of the resources necessary to at least be able to start moving on to the land and begin preparations for growing and cultivation and living. Um, so yeah, that's just my goal, and I'm gonna continue talking about this goal because I think it's something that's important for all of humanity as well. And I would love to help build and be a part of a tribe myself. I've been experimenting and learning about this notion for a few years now, a good few years now. And I've always had a desire to just get away from everything and do something different. So it's something I'm really passionate about. And I think some others are too. Um, and I also don't want to make things too serious because they are, but it's also about having fun and enjoying the moment. You know, this whole getting out of the cities thing, like it's really beautiful. Whenever I go on walks with Little Bear, it's amazing how simple it is, but also how powerful and profound the change is in my demeanor. Like there's some serious things that are going on, that happens between me leaving the house and 15 minutes in on the walk. Like serious changes in my chemical beings and my dopamine levels, serotonin. I mean, like I'll be in a super anxious, just feeling rushed, and just all sorts of weird low vibrational energies right before I'm about to leave the house. Once I'm out in nature and the sun's shining and I'm smelling the flowers and I see the birds flying and butterflies going this way and that and I'm smiling at people, like I feel great. I feel like I don't really need much else in life, like at all, you know. And I'm sitting here walking around, feeling these things, and it's interesting because I live in an area of Portland, with a lot of money. So there's some very large and expensive houses around that I see all the time. And I'm just sitting here looking at these houses, and I'm like, man, these things have probably got to cost upwards of $500,000, maybe $1 million. Some of them, I'm sure, probably do cost, if not over $1 million, because location means a lot, and we're in the middle of Portland. So, in the middle of a big city like Portland, it's going to cost a lot of money even just to have a smaller house. So, my point is though, is that people are spending so much money to live in these houses, and it's like I don't get it. Like as soon as I get out of these houses, I feel good. It's like it just seems insanity to me that people are spending so much time and energy into these, like they look like they feel like traps. Like that's the only thing I can, I mean, it's a trap. It traps you inside of them. They trap your money. They trap your resources. They keep you attached to them. They keep you from doing things. They keep your resources constrained so that you're not able to do as much. They keep you stressed out, unless you have a bundle of money. But if you have a bundle of money, that probably means you're also doing something that's not da 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 da. So, and then I start thinking, and it's just like people just don't know. They really don't know what it's like to live out in the wilds, to really get in touch with the earth, to really get away from all this materialism and to open up to something that's different. They just don't know. at least, when I say know, there's levels to knowing. So, we all know things. I think we all know everything. It's just levels of knowing everything. And so these people, they do know what it's like to connect to nature and this and that. But again, there's levels of it. Like, have they ever really, decided to, start thinking about, putting their energy into love, into helping others, into sharing, their profits and their exploits and their abundance. Have these things ever really, taken a real type of tangible hold to where they're actually applying this information into their lives? I don't really think so. Maybe they have, but with the current state of the way things are, logic would suggest that they're not. So this is where it's good for people like me and others out there. We can help be that bridge. We can help be that, that glue to help bring, the rest of humanity together, to help explain to them the reasons why they're hurting, to help explain to them the reasons why humanity is the way that it is, to let them know that there's things that are going on in the dark and underground that are perpetuating a criminal empire. And that's why we have these type of people, in power. That's the reason why. They're there because people have the ability to put them there, and who they are says a lot about the people who put them there. So, and I have no hate towards them. I'm just calling it what it is, man. America is a fraudulent government. It's a corporation. It's not a government. And if you look at the way that they've been treating us, they're governing us, in a way that's good for them, and in a sense it's good for us too, because it's teaching us a lesson not to trust them. That's my whole point here. Is it's like, for me, the whole thing is just like, okay, we got to learn not to trust them. We got to learn to create for ourselves. We got to learn to not, bite into that sin, to say no to that deal that just sounds too good to be true, because it is too good to be true. It's not true. It's covered in lies and filth, and you got to take the time to dive into the details and, say what's up to the devil and be like, all right, I see you for what you are. Thank you, but no, I'm good. Have a good day. And that's how you move on from that. And I think that's what we're going to have to do with this great reset. It's another bait that the devil's throwing out at us. He's throwing, he's casting his net out there to try to get as many people as he can to bite onto his satanic hook, that comes with the Great Reset, the vaccine, the chips, the system, the rules, the regulations, the programming. That's his hook. That's how he gets you in. That's how he traps your soul and takes you away from who you are, who God created you to be. Because we do have a choice in this realm. We are born with a predetermined way of, I say predetermined, it feels predetermined or pre-designed, pattern or way of doing things. And, so we only have, in some senses, we don't have, real free will, because we are kind of just made to be a certain way. But I also know that in the heat of the moment, I myself have found myself in a particular perceptual state of mind where I can think about doing, one thing or the other, and I feel pretty able right then and there to choose one direction or the other. And so in that sense, in that time, I feel like, we are given, an ability to navigate and decide for ourselves and govern and be responsible and essentially create. And I think too that would be in aligned with why God would do what he did and create us, which I think, and what I would have been told, is for us to, learn about the knowledge of good and evil, and to expand and to make things more. It would make sense that a being would want us to have the ability to think for ourselves, because that would allow for more. More possibilities. If there was a set limit or a governor on all of our thoughts, less would be possible. So, anyway, I've kind of digressed on some topics and just started talking. So thank you all if you've watched this long. It's a little bit of a longer video. I'm just gonna be, I'm making videos a little bit more frequency, because I want to get better about speaking on camera and just speaking in general. Because there is oral tradition's powerful, and especially with all this technology and everything, I think it's good to keep the art, or the skill or the tradition of speaking and passing on knowledge through speech, alive and well and valued. And you know so yeah, thank you guys for watching, and thank you for your patience, and dealing with listening to me talk, and venting, and just kind of explaining myself. And I know I wasn't very point on with talking about integration and my ideas on how we can start moving back out into the wilds or to these smaller towns and start rebuilding. But I will, and I've got a lot of notes that I want to compile and put together to you know create a real professional presentation, and then look for serious investors. So just things to look forward to. Again, so anyways, all right, I love you guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. All right, peace. Bye.